We are assembled here today to pay our final respects to our honored dead. And yet it should be noted that in the midst of our sorrow, that this death takes place in the shadow of new life, the sunrise of a new world, a world that our beloved comrade gave his life to protect and nourish. He did not feel his sacrifice a vain or empty one, and we will not debate his profound wisdom in these proceedings. Of my friend, I will only say this. Of all the souls I've encountered in my travels, his was the most human. Why shouldn't I work for the NSA? That's a tough one. But I'll take a shot. Say I'm working at the NSA and somebody puts a code on my desk, something really tough that nobody else can break. Maybe I take a shot at it, maybe I break it, and I feel really happy with myself because I did my job really well. But maybe that code was the location of some rebel army in North Africa or the Middle East. Once they have the location, they bomb the village where the rebels are hiding, and 1,500 people I never met and had no problem with get killed. Now, the politicians are saying, well, send in the Marines to secure the area because they don't give a shit. It won't be their kid over there getting shot, just like it wasn't them when their number was called, because they was out pulling a tour on the National Guard. There'd be some kid from Southie over there taking shrapnel in the ass. When he comes home, he finds out that the plant he used to work at got exported to the country he just got back home from. The guy who put the shrapnel in his ass got his old job because he'll work for 15 cents a day with no bathroom breaks. Meanwhile, he realizes the only reason he was over there in the first place is so we could install a government that would sell us oil at a good price. And of course, the oil companies used a little skirmish over there to scare up domestic oil prices, a cute little ancillary benefit for them, but it ain't helping my buddy at $2.50 a gallon. They had taken their sweet time taking the oil back, and maybe they even took the liberty of hiring an alcoholic skipper that likes to play fucking slalom with the icebergs and drink martinis. Ain't too long till he hits one, spills the oil, and kills all the sea life in the North Atlantic. So now my buddy's out of work. He can't afford to drive, so he's walking to the fucking job interviews, which sucks because the shrapnel in his ass is giving him chronic hemorrhoids. Meanwhile, he's starving because every time he tries to get a bite to eat, the only blue plate special they're serving is North Atlantic scrod with Quaker State. So what did I think? I'm holding out for something better. I figured, fuck it, while I'm at it, why not just shoot my buddy, take his job, give it to a sworn enemy, hike up gas prices, bomb a village, club a baby seal, and hit the hash pipe and join the National Guard. I could be elected president. I thought about what you said to me the other day. About my painting. Stayed up half the night thinking about it. Then something occurred to me, though. I fell asleep. Peacefully, and I haven't thought about you ever since. You want to know what that was? You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. It's all right. You ever been on to Boston before, right? So if I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book you've ever written. Michelangelo? You know a lot about him. Life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, whole works, right? But I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You never actually stood there, looked up at that beautiful ceiling. I've seen that. If I asked you about women, you'd probably give me the syllabus of your personal favorites. You may have even been late a few times. But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy. You're a tough kid. If I ask you about war, you'd probably throw Shakespeare at me, huh? Once again into the breach, dear friends. You've never been near one, though. You've never held your best friend's head in your lap and watched him gasp his last breath, looking to you for help. If I ask you about love, you'd probably quote me a sonnet. But you never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable, known someone could level you with her eyes, feeling like God put an angel on earth just for me, someone who could rescue me from the depths of hell. You wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel. Have a love for her that would be there forever, through anything, through cancer. You wouldn't know about sitting up in a hospital room for 2 months holding her hand. Because the doctors could see in your eyes that the term visiting hours didn't apply to you. You don't know about real loss. That only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever loved anybody that much. I look at you, I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid. But you're a genius, Will. No one denies that. No one could possibly understand the depths of you. But you presume to know everything about me because you saw a painting of mine, and you ripped my fucking life apart. You're an orphan, right? Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life must have been? How you feel? Who you are because I read Oliver Twist? Does that encapsulate you? Personally, I don't give a shit about that. Because you know what? I can't learn anything from you that I can't learn from a fucking book. Unless you want to talk about you. Who you are. I'm fascinated. I'm in. You don't want to do that, though, huh, sport? You're scared to death of what you might uncover. What you might say. Your move, Chief. I've seen things that you people wouldn't believe. Attacks on the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time. Lost in time. Like like tears in the rain. Time to die. You know the results of the latest Gallup poll? Half the country never even heard of the word Watergate. Nobody gives a shit. You guys are probably pretty tired, right? Well, you should be. Going home, get a nice hot bath, get 15 minutes of rest, then get your asses back in gear. We're under a lot of pressure, you know, and you put us there. Nothing's riding on us, except, of course, the First Amendment to the Constitution, freedom of the press, and maybe the future of the fucking country. Not that any of that matters. But if you guys fuck up again, I'm going to be mad. Good night. I live in the American Gardens building on West 81st Street on the 11th floor. My name is Patrick Bateman, and I'm 27 years old. I believe in taking care of myself, a balanced diet, and a rigorous exercise routine. In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while I do my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now. After I remove the ice pack, I use a deep pore cleanser lotion. Then in the shower, I use a water-activated gel cleanser, then a honey almond body scrub. And on the face, an exfoliating gel scrub. Then I apply an herb mint facial mask, which I leave in for 10 minutes while I prepare the rest of my routine. I always use an aftershave lotion that has little or no alcohol because alcohol dries your face out, makes you look older. Then moisturizer, then an anti-aging eye balm, followed by final moisturizing protective lotion. There is an idea of a Patrick Bateman. Some kind of abstraction. But there is no real me. Only an entity. Something illusory. And although I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there. There are no more barriers to cross. All I have in common with the uncontrollable and the insane, the vicious and the evil, all the mayhem I have caused and my utter indifference toward it, have now surpassed. My pain is constant and sharp, and I do not hope for a better world for anyone. In fact, I want my pain to be inflicted on others. I want no one to escape. But even after my admitting this, there is no catharsis. My punishment continues to elude me. And I gain no deeper knowledge of myself. No new knowledge can be extracted from my telling. This confession has meant nothing. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. Dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do. There's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, our food is unfit to eat. We sit inside watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 violent crimes, 63 homicides, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad. Worse than bad, they're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is just getting smaller, and all we say is, please at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave me alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write your congressman. I don't know what I would tell you to even have you write them, but all I do know is that you've got to get mad. You have to say, I'm a human being, goddammit. My life has value. Choose a job. Choose a career. Choose a family. Choose a fucking big television. Choose washing machines, cars, and compact disc players, and electrical tin openers. Choose good health, low cholesterol, and dental insurance. Choose fixed interest mortgage repayments. Choose a starter home. Choose your friends. Choose leisure wear and matching luggage. Choose a 3-piece suite and hire purchase and range of fucking fabrics. Choose DIY and wondering who the fuck you are on a Sunday morning. Choose sitting in front of that couch watching mind-numbing, spirit-crushing game shows, stuffing fucking junk food into your mouth. Choose rotting away at the end of it all, pissing your ass in a miserable home, nothing more than an embarrassment to the selfish, fucked up brats you spawned to replace yourselves. Choose your future. Choose life. But why would I want to do a thing like that? I chose not to choose life. I chose something else. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you got heroin? Now, I've justified this myself in all sorts of ways. It wasn't a big deal. Just a minor betrayal. Oh, we'd outgrown each other, that sort of thing. But let's face it. I ripped them off. My so-called mates. Aye, but Begbie, I couldn't give a shit about him. Sick boy, well, he'd have done the same to me if only he'd thought of it first. Spud. Okay, I felt sorry for Spud. He didn't hurt anybody. So why did I do it? I could offer a million answers, all false. The truth is that I'm a bad person. But that's going to change. I'm going to change. Aye, that's the last of that sort of thing. Now I'm going straight. I'm cleaning up and I'm moving on. I'm choosing life. I'm looking forward to it already. I'm going to be just like you. Now, I've justified this myself in all sorts of ways. It wasn't big deals, just a minor betrayal, or we'd outgrown each other, that sort of thing. Let's face it, I ripped them off. My so-called friends. Now, Begbie, I couldn't give a shit about him. Sick boy, well, he'd have done the same to me if only he'd thought of it first. Spud. Okay, I felt sorry for Spud. He never hurt anybody. Yeah. So why did I do it? I could offer a million answers. They'd all be false. Truth is, I'm a bad person. But that's going to change. That's going to change. Yeah, this is less that sort of thing. Now I'm cleaning up. I'm moving on. Going straight and choosing life. Looking forward to it already. I'm going to be just like you. The job. The family. The fucking big television. The washing machine. The car. The compact disc and electric tin opener. The good health. Low cholesterol. Dental insurance. Mortgage. Starter home. Leisure wear. Luggage. 3-piece suit. DIY. Game shows. Junk food. Children. Walks in a park. 9 to 5. Good at golf. Washing the car. Choice of sweaters. Family Christmas. Index pension. Tax exemption. Clearing gutters. Getting by. Looking ahead till the day you die.